Hello, how are you doing? It's January 21st. That means it's been 3 weeks since the very start of the meditations. And I'll tell you what, they've been making a pretty good difference in my life. Every single morning I read this, I think about it, then I come here and film the video, edit and post it. And through having to think about these all day long to articulate this in some sort of way out loud it's very helpful just to think out loud about the meditations. I know personally that the best way for me to learn something, for something to stick, is to teach other people that something. So if you're not going to share this video with anyone else, at least spread the wisdom just through articulating it yourself. Just live by example and just try to get across these meditations, see what they do in your life, and try to show other people what they do in your life, so that hopefully the really good messages from this will spread to them. So today's meditation, number 21. No question can arise in the mind as to the taking the lower way when the higher is seen. I do not mean that he may not make a mistake. I do not mean that his judgment may not err. But I mean that where he sees the right, inevitably, he must follow it from initiation. The main idea of this meditation is where he sees the right, inevitably, he must follow it. You can think of this very simply, do the right thing, but that brings up another question: what is the right thing, and on whose authority is this thing right? Really makes you think. But in a lot of ways, this meditations book is about the divine and living the divine life and realizing the divine within. So whatever path must be right is a divine path on the divine's authority. But man, that just brings up more questions. Where is it said what is right? Where does it said of what is wrong? I personally believe that you can take the right and wrong from every religion everywhere, because in some way the divine within has spoken to hundreds, thousands, millions of people throughout history, throughout the beginning of man, throughout the beginning of existence. And this divine principle, these feelings from within, the right ones are the ones that help out the other creation, the other people, the mind, the others. Well, that is if you choose to believe in the concept of others, because there is also the whole Brahman idea, the whole Maya, that God is in us, and if God is in us, God is in everyone. We are all God. I say this in loose terms, not like literally the monarchical Christian God. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a divine, a more supra God type being, and treating the other creatures the way they want to be, I guess, like in the true way, not feeding the ego but feeding their other selves is the best way to treat people. I hope this is making sense, because I'm telling you, as I said in the very beginning, it's thinking out loud here for me. Also, this morning I read the wrong meditation, which was beautiful, but of course it was the wrong one, so I thought about the wrong one all day. This meditation also has a lot to do with will. The divine will, the personal will, the will of man, and the will of God. God, you really can't see me here, can you? I'm just gonna walk around. So this will that I'm speaking of here is truth. It is the truth mind, the truth knowledge, the true knowledge of the universe. And that is given to us through our minds from the divine. And this we realize from within. I really don't have much more to say on that, because I really don't feel qualified to talk about it anymore. But if you're watching this and you have something to say or any references, please leave a comment, and I would love to talk about this with any of you. So let me read it one more time. No question can arise in the mind as to the taking the lower way when the higher is seen. I do not mean that he may not make a mistake. I do not mean that his judgment may not err. But I do mean that where he sees the right, inevitably he must follow it. From Initiation. Thank you. Have a good day.